Hi there, Mike Dixon, Simply Device, coming at you with a review of the wow, see that's bad, right out of the gate. Doing a review of the A54, the phone that can be easily mistaken for a new S series, and going to do it as a car vlog, because it's about the only time I have to do any kind of YouTubing. Welcome back to the channel. Glad you could stop by. This review is not going to be all nice, pretty B-rolls, and I'm going to try and do this in one shot. It is recording. Today's video is being shot on the A54. Let's put it through its paces. I'm going to edit the video and upload it from the A54. But I want to give you my thoughts. I've had it for almost a month, like a few days short of a month, I guess, by now. Today is May, what is today? May 8th? Today's May 8th, Monday. I am shooting this video from New Jersey, United States, so I know YouTube is a global thing, so this is the US unlocked from Samsung. Now, I'm not going to get into the specs because there have been plenty of videos on the specs. Excuse me one second. Yeah, I want to make sure I had a pause because you didn't even see me wipe my nose. The joys of a little bit of allergies. Anyway, like I was saying, this is the unlocked version. I picked this phone up from Samsung.com. I believe the retail price of $449. But if you got a phone to trade in like I did, I had my wife's old, I should say old, it really was still a modern, nice phone, Note 10 Plus. Samsung gave me $270. If I'm doing the math right, I think it was $270. Anyway, I picked up this phone for $179.99, $180 for this phone. And I'm going to tell you real world use. I'm going to tell you what I find great, flawed. I'm going to tell you what I used it for. Let's start off with that. What did I use this for? Almost instantly, I think I probably used this phone maybe a day or two on my primary line, and then I switched it over to be my door dashing phone. I had an iPhone SE, and I wanted something. I used the Note 10 to do my door dashing in, way too big for what I was trying to do. And I wanted something bigger than the SE. And this phone immediately grabbed my attention. Again, it just came out of me. S series starting this video. Look at that. I hope that is coming in. That's gorgeous. I hope this front-facing camera is producing. How is the front-facing camera? Anyway, let me stop the, jumping all around here. It was on T-Mobile. Started off with T-Mobile's postpaid service. Dashing on that. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I had problems with, I shouldn't say the phone. I had problems with what I really believe is, and I'm not here to I don't want to come off like, yes, I had problems. The problem was DoorDash's app is complete trash. I had the same problems before on SE. I had similar problems on Android phones, and mind you, I even dashed on the S22 when I did have it. I dashed for a few days with that. I dashed on it with the Note 10 Plus. When you leave your area, when you are in a questionable area for cell service, the app is completely garbage. It gets stupid on you. You have to like literally get back into Wi-Fi, or I mean, get back to your area. We get some connectivity, and start again. I didn't log out. I was heading there, but I had to wipe it, turn off the phone, turn it back on. So it really ain't. It's not the phone's fault, but it was when I did have problems. It took a bit. It took a little longer than the other devices. Is it the phone's fault? I don't know. But I blame wholeheartedly the app causing these issues. The other thing is I'm trying to find a good service, cell service right now. And I got Boost Infinite coming in, due in today, that I can go into the booties. Some of my deliveries take me out in areas that cell service is quite weak. So I want to find something that can combat some of the connectivity issues. So is the phone having a connectivity issue, a connectivity problem? I'm not a scientist. I'm just telling you what happened here. But the phone as a whole, day in and day out, fully charged, I can do. Now, that mind you, when you do your dashing, that phone is on. It does time out after a while. It doesn't time out like I have it set for 2 minutes, but it does time out. But for the most part, if you're having a busy day, the app is on. The phone is on GPS. You know, you're receiving your orders. You're communicating to your customer via text messaging, regular text messaging, or the internal text messaging that the app provides. Battery life it's good. It's good. If I have yet to have a moment, though, to try the phone out on a very light day. To see how many days can you get. Now, I've dashed to the point where I've gone to bed with between 5 to 10% and never plugging it in. I, though, get battery anxiety when I hit like in the 20s. So, have there been times when I threw it on there on the charger? Yes. Yes, I have. But, mind you, the battery life is it's pretty good. I feel you can get easily a day and still have plenty of change in your pocket at the end of the day if you were using this phone as a regular person. Again, I'm going to bring up that average consumer situation we all seem to like to default to use. Well, let's be real for a moment. A regular consumer that does their thing, and I'm talking phone calls, text messages, your social stuff, you're going to get great battery life out of this. Now, mind you, I see dashers that they only have one phone. I have the luxury of having multiple phones. At times, the Dasher app has or uses Google Maps, a forked version, we'll call it, of Google Maps. And it's not the best. Let me just say that. I've learned of lately, I use straight up Google Maps from another device. So now I'm using two devices at times to do my dashing. Now, I tried yesterday and the day before. I tried for 2 days to try and use Google Maps on the device. I get the address, I put it in regular Google Maps. It takes me where I got to go. So I'm just using one device. Again, battery life did not seem to affect it. But mind you, I'm running now. I'm running the map app. I'm running pictures. I'm taking pictures. I got that running in the background. I got the camera running in the background because you're supposed to take pictures of the delivery. Now it uses an internal within the app, the camera part, but I take an extra picture for myself to protect myself because I've had 2 instances where people say they didn't get their food. So I learned from that. I take extra pictures to protect me. So that's running in the background. The gallery's running in the background. I might leave Instagram. I might leave Facebook in the background. All those things that are running in the background are not being, I don't feel, is affecting the performance of this device. I'm kind of segueing into, oh my God, it's got an Exynos chipset in. Oh, okay. People, calm your freaking nerves down, okay? It don't have a flagship chipset in it. Calm down. I'll just say that right now. Calm down, because guess what? It works. It works fine. Cameras. Here it is right now, front-facing camera. I will try and post, but the only kind of B-rollish thing I want to do is I want to find some photos. Front-facing camera, rear-facing camera. Pictures I'd taken with it. Now, comparing the two, and I mean 2 cameras, the 2 camera systems that are in it, one being the door dashing camera and the camera that's in here. My gripe, I guess, is a complaint about the camera app is when you're in low light situations, when you're trying to take that picture, people don't leave, first off, people don't leave their light on when you're making a delivery. Some people just don't get it. Do yourself a favor, turn on a light for the poor guy, okay? You know, you trying to deliver this stuff in the rain in a street that doesn't have no street lights as it is. I'm walking around with a flashlight. So when I'm in those instances, I hit the shutter and it's timing itself, or the getting the camera app is up. It's quick, but hitting the shutter in a low light situation is painful. When you're in a hurry, mind you, okay? Mind you, I'm in a hurry. I want to take the picture, flip to the Dasher app and take a picture using their camera. And that's where the difference is. That's where I find it very unusual. Even the look on the viewfinder, it looks a little bit brighter. It looks a little bit, it responds quicker. I guess it's the only time I can say the camera app, about the app within the Dasher app is it's good. It does, when you snap the picture, it takes a picture. Versus the other way, using the camera, it's a bit laggy. But in full light, it takes a picture perfectly fine. That's when the lag seems to go away. I've been, I don't know, have I been hard on this phone? Maybe. I mean, I've been in some, last weekend before, it rained every day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So this phone got wet. It has an IP rating, which is great. I picked the black one. I didn't need purple's not my color. Why would I get a purple one? And anyway, it's on a case. I got a case on it. So what the hell? As much as I love colored phones, it is, I find it wider. I had the A52 and I compared them. The A52 is taller and narrow versus this one. I know this screen's smaller than the A52. but a nice size. I like the how wide it is. It has some heft to it. It is a bit heavy, and for me, I don't mind it. I kind of like it, and I kind of like having that weighty feeling in it. Just me, because then again, I'm not trying to compare so much, but like when I switch back and forth, I might be using my Moto G Power, and that's all plastic, and it still has a 5,000 milliamp battery. So you can't say the battery is the weight of it, because that Moto phone is absolutely, it's light. It's really light. I'm going to wrap this up with these closing thoughts. Any cons I can say. I could easily live on this phone. I could live on this phone. This is one of those scenarios you always got to put to yourself as a phone nerd, as a YouTuber. There was something happened and you had to get rid of all your phones. If I had to get rid of all my phones, this is one of those devices that I could easily live with. And it's a strong contender for this next reason is the support. Samsung is giving this phone the same support as their flagships. I believe, if I'm correct, 4 years of OS updates and 5 years of security patches. That's huge. That's huge on a $449 phone. Let's just start with that. It has the same software as their flagships. The performance. I had the S22. I had to gift that to a family friend who needed a phone. I had the S22. I used it for door dashing for a few days. I used it as my personal phone. I used it as a work phone. And not once did that S22 have a problem. And this phone is identical in the performance and day in and day out. It gets bright when it needs to. The screen light, I got it on adaptive brightness because of my situation. I'm coming and going. The light is all depends on the situation. So adjust the lighting. I'm quite pleased with how bright the screen gets. So I'm really having a hard time in my future purchases, my future things of spending so much money on a flagship and actually recommending somebody, even the S22, S23 Plus is $1,000. Now I say that for that phone because comparing size to size, these two are very similar in size. I haven't dug into the camera app. I haven't dug into some of the features. Are there less features between the two? But will the average consumer, oh, here I go, using that word again, really dive into it? Will they? The significance of this phone and the other A-line phones, but this one especially, is once the carriers start pushing this phone. This, I don't know if they're going to have, I don't know if the carrier is going to have the A34. There was the A23 last year, so does it mean there would be an A24? And everybody seems to love the A14. You get the great experience, you get the support versus what support for these budget or mid-tier phones were. You get really great support for these phones. I recommend this phone. I have my Samsung Pay. I have my watch on it, which I don't have on now, but I have my Samsung watch on it. It's just like having my S22 again. I'm Mike Dixon. This is Simply a Device. If you like today's video, give it a thumbs up. made it this far, go with A54 word of the day. A54, put it in a comment. If you can't say anything, just put A54. It means you stuck it out this far. New to the channel, thank you for stopping by, checking out my car vlog version of my review of the A54. Follow me on the socials, the Twitter and Instagram. You'll see if you go through. I posted plenty of pictures on there. Or talking about the A54, and you can hit me up on there. Ask me any questions you might have, including here in the comments. As always, I forgot to say in my last video, enjoy your tech. I'm out.